Good afternoon, everyone. It is noontime. Whoop whoop, and it is Friday. And I have to tell you, today is so much better than what Nana was dealing with on Wednesday with technology when I did a Keep It Simple Stepping Up on Adventurous Stamping. So, we look forward. Today, we're making a third alternative to the Hope Paper Pumpkin Kit. And we're going to look at some of the color possibilities as well, too, just sort of like we did last week. It's just to get you to think of different ideas and so forth and all. Definitely showing you stuff that you can use from the box. We have just one more week that we have before we actually do the September paper pumpkin. And I'm going to show you a little bit today what that's going to look like so you know it's coming. I haven't even gotten mine in the mail yet, but if you subscribe to it or ordered it, you should be getting it any day now because they have been mailed. So with that, Nana's going to turn it over to my hands because I have a date with Papa Bear today, a lunch date after picking him up at the airport. So, whoop, whoop, a late lunch date, but that's all right. It's nevertheless a lunch date. So, let's go to the hands and we'll get started, all right? Okay, I just wanted to show you this is what's coming out. You know, I always tell you paper pumpkin's a surprise. Well, it is, because until we get the box, we don't know what's in it. They went ahead and put this out, and people can see what it looks like. So we're going to only actually get an idea what's in the box to make some stuff, but also the box we made into this cute little wheelbarrow. And I actually got the PDF to know how to make it. We're going to do this on September the 26th, which is a Sunday at 4 p.m. with Zoe and Nana stamping together. So mark your calendar and come have fun and watch us make this, all right? Okay, and just wanted to show you so far what we've made out of this kit. We decorated the box here. We actually made some treat bags or any kind of what you want to use it for. But it's a little bag that we made that you can put anything in it, candy, gift card, use your imagination. All right, and then here's some cards that we've made. So today, I'm going to, if we have time, because I like to try to keep this around 30 minutes, I'm going to try to make two, only because one is going to be similar. Not really similar, but anyway, it's just going to be a little bit simpler, I think. All right, so what we're going to start off with today, this is leftover from last week when we made our card. And this is something that we had. I told you to save the stuff in the kit because even though it's in a different language, we're flipping it over and we're going to use it today. So what I have here, I've actually just got an envelope. And this is actually in the kit also. And I'm going to tell you about this in a minute. But what we're going to do with this is going to be rather simple. All we're going to do is take this envelope. And there's I think there's 3 or 4 different designs of envelopes. And I'm just going to trim this off because what I'm going to make this as, we're going to decorate it. And I just want to be able to send somebody, tuck this in and give a nice little pull-out message for somebody's maybe lunchbox. I don't know, might want to put it by somebody's pillow. You can do anything you want with it, okay? And that's just what I might do with it. You might have some other suggestions and ideas. And if so, please be sure to share them. Because it's always nice when I get people to share ideas or ask or request something, because Nana will at least try it or show it. And if you're out there today live with me, just say hi. And if I get a chance to look over the camera, I will and say hi. And I say keep this. It's a scrap, but still, I may use this later on for something else. Always keep everything. All right, so all I was going to do with this is somebody sent me a picture of a beautiful rainbow the other day. And as I was playing around with this, I thought, wow, this remind me of a rainbow, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, one thing this would look beautiful on that originally I thought about doing is this would look beautiful on making a card, coming up here and making it on the start color here. So that's why I talk about color possibilities, just to show you what it could look like if I had folded this in half and made this into a card. Some other color options I wanted to pull out and just show you. I could easily put it on something like this and maneuver it around to make a card. Here's another beautiful color. Now, granted, these are not in the kits, but I want to start getting you to think, not only in the kit, because I love the kits, because everything you need is in the kit. And you can carry it with you. But I'm just showing you some alternatives that you can do also with different color papers. I don't know if you can see how well the color is. This is like a light melon type color. It's very pretty. You can see that. I don't know if you get the full color there on the camera or not, but I just want to show you, because when you start incorporating some different kind of cardstocks, and even on here, I could have easily just put this on here today, which originally I thought about doing that. I just had this whole rainbow idea in my mind. So it just goes to show you how I start off with one thing and something else, because somebody sent me a picture of a beautiful rainbow. This is what I'm going to do. So actually, all I'm going to have to do with this is I'm actually going to put some glue dots in the places that I can, because this is something I'm going to give somebody as just a note. It's not going to be in an envelope or anything. So I'm going to grab my glue dots here. We're going to put some glue dots on here to anchor this down. And then really, all I'm going to do left to just this here to finish this off, because I'm not writing my note yet, is I just have to stamp the tag, and then I'm actually done. And that's what I want to show you. Some things are very, very simple. You know, it just depends how much and what all you want to do with it. And they can be more complicated. I'm just using this today because it's just a little bit easier for me. And I wanted to go a little bit faster than with the other little glue dots, because I have a date with Papa Bear, which is important, right? Even if it's a lunch date or a dinner date, doesn't matter. A date is a date. It could even be a breakfast date, but not today, because breakfast time is already gone. Okay, let's see. I'll try to hit all the main ones I can put my glue dots on and hide them, okay? Because I'm trying to make sure I hide all the product that I'm using, that it's not seen through. I have to roll some of it over. I can do that too, because the main thing, we want to just be flat. I think we got everything there. Like I said, if there was anything else we wanted to add, we can. I think I'm going to add one right there. Okay, so it's just wherever you're comfortable and think that you can work with it. That's the main thing. You know, it's like I've tell people all the time, you don't have to do it the way I do it. Gosh, I like to learn from people. We all have different ideas, and it's always nice when we get together and create together, because I learn to learn. I like to learn. And that's why Nana's doing this, because I like to share different things I've learned, or just do. Whole idea of getting people to think about just doing something. Just get you away from the day-to-day stuff and gives you just a chance just to go out and be free with creating something that you've accomplished with your own self. All right, so all I gotta do is just find where I want to position this. My tag here is going to actually be something, and I'll explain that. Let me get this here. Yeah, I think that's about where I want it. I can pull it down just a little bit more if I want to, which we can do that. Let's see how that'll look. Because basically my tag here is going to hide most of the cut lines that I did last week, which is why I'm using the bigger tag, because otherwise I would have used the round tag, but I'll use the round tag on the second card. Alright, so then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to stamp this, and I decided I was going to go ahead and stamp it with, if I can fit it, I set up to do, let's see if this will work. Yes. Okay, because I used Hope a lot of last week, which Hope is encouraging and all this. This stamp here says just a note of hope. And the reason why I wanted this one instead, because this is just going to be a little note card I'm going to tuck in there, and I can write a message on the other side. So it's just sort of like a peekaboo. So when I get through stamping this, I'll show you our whole peekaboo effect. And that's what I'm looking for, is a whole peekaboo effect. I've been playing peekaboo with Winston, so I have a lot of recent experience on the whole peekaboo thing. And Sophia likes surprises. So those two have inspired me with the whole peekaboo and everything here. Alright, I'm just going to stamp it a little bit to the side. Let's see here, which side I want to go to. So I'm going to go right here, because I can put a butterfly and some bling. We know I like bling. And I got all my stuff to clean my stamps and all today. And in addition to that, I brought my sponge today from the previous month. And I'm actually going to also, because this kind of stuff doesn't take very long, I'm just going to rake my sponge across there, and I come down here to see that my color's there. Then I'm just going to use my sponge, and I'm just going to go around the edges, just so it has a little bit of color. Not a whole lot, but just, you know, sometimes I just get tired of plain white. I want a little extra something. So this is just a little extra something that you can do, because it's not that hard to do. The sponge easily cleans off. I can dab all over it if I want to. You've seen me do that. You might have seen me do that before the previous month. All right, then I'm just going to put this up on some dimensionals. 2 to be in fact. And see, nobody's going to see this. That's what I tell you. Even though it's not in the English language, save them, use them, because it allows you to make many more cards. And you don't even have to use them in just this kit. You can save them for one of the other kits in the future, or another type of card you want to make. I mean, that's the beauty of it. It's already made. You don't have to die cut or anything. It's already made. All right, so I am going to add at least a butterfly to that because I can. And actually, I'm going to come over here. I have some scraps I'll have left over that I'm going to use in a minute. So I have some scrap butterflies here. I was just rummaging through to see what I had left to work with. So let's see. I want the blue one, I think. I don't have the pink one left. I already used all my pink ones. Or I could use this one. Let's see. No, I'm thinking I want to use this one. Yeah. All right. So all I'm going to do with this here is I'm going to put a glue dot on it. And I'm just going to flex the wings a little bit. See, I'm just like putting my finger right in the middle there and flexing them a little bit. Just gives it some dimension. Because if I'm just going to stick this on somebody's pillow to surprise them, or just hand it to them, that'll be just fine. It's not going to bother a thing. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is do a little trimming here with my edges. You can either trim from this side or the other. I'm just going to go ahead and trim from this side. How about I don't make a big mess? All right. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just trimming it so it's even with the envelope. I didn't cut the envelope over or anything. All I did was cut the top off the envelope here. That's all I did, because I wanted to have a peekaboo effect. And then I'll put a nice little message back here, or if it's for Sophia, I would draw her a picture maybe and a message. I do stick people, and she knows that's my limitation, is stick people, stick dogs, everything's a stick. So there you go. I have a nice peekaboo card. I love it. See, I can just write it. She's going to school, starting school now, so just give me something encouraging. So that is one thing. We have plenty of time, and I'm going to do one other. All right? And you know, I didn't put any bling, but I have to put bling because I want to put that down. It's like, there is no bling. There has to at least be some bling. I'm sorry. This is for Sophia. Even if it was for you, it's going to have at least a little bit of bling, you know? Just a little. Doesn't have to have a lot. There. See? Just a little. Okay. Let's move to the next thing I want to do. All right. This one, we're just going to be a little bit more detailed than that one for sure. For sure. All right. This one here, what we're going to do is we're going to sit there, and I'm going to sit there and put this right up here. And like I said, if you're out there, please say hello. So I know that you're out there. It's always nice. Sometimes I can see the comments and sometimes I can't. I'm not sure why Facebook does that. But anyway and anyhow, if I can see you, I'll say hi. If I can't, I'll just catch you when I can afterwards. So this here is, I'm going to take this, and I have these tags left over. And what we're going to do with these tags is, I'm going to cut them. And I had this one already cut from something else that we did before, and I just had to decide what other colors I want to mix in. And I think I'm just going to cut these down. I'm just going to do them in different sizes too. I'm going to do 4 of them, and then we can sit there and, oh, for sure I'm going to use this one because I used this as an opportunity here. See, I always say about opportunities for creativity. I stamped on this, and for whatever reason I messed up. So I'm just going to right now just snip that right off because we're going to use that. We'll use that as our base. And we're going to work around it, okay? So I'm just going to line these up like right here. I'm not putting anything down yet. I'm just trying to, I'm going to save that though. I'm just trying to get a layout going and a color combo going. And we're just going to rotate these around of where we want them. And it just makes a nice little design to sit there and to rotate these around. I'm just going to lay them here because I'm going to show you in a minute. We're going to put some ribbon here. And we're just going to work our way across. And see, I can do these. This is the beauty of doing this, is you can do this any way you want. So I want it to be longer than this one just because. Shorter than this one. So I'm going to snip it off right about here. And you can choose. And that's it. You choose. It's your creation. If you like this and you want to do it, that's fine. You know, it's not unusual to go and case somebody else's and find things that we like and to share it. It's all about encouraging people just to create. You find out how relaxing it is and all. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just sort of rotate them around. Actually, those are almost. Alright, and the reason why I'm just sort of laying this out to show you, because we're actually going to put some ribbon on here. And I just want to get an idea of how this is going to look, just to give you an idea as well, too, because I'm going to actually wrap this ribbon around the white here. Okay, so see, if I just wrap this even on the edge or a little bit over the edge of the white, it'll give me this kind of look. All right, so that's what we're going to do. And the way we're going to wrap this is, let me just push that aside a second so I don't mess up my layout. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to use glue dots. And actually, I'm going to sit there and put a glue dot on this end right here. Yep. See that it didn't come off. You just have to mash it, okay? It'll come off. There you go. All right, and here's another one. I'm going to go ahead and put two because this is a really wide ribbon. And what we're going to do today is wrap it. We're going to wrap it around. Hey, you know what? I'd rather it stuck to the paper than to me. Okay, so hopefully you can see those two glue dots put there. So then all I'm going to do, because I want a little bit of that purple to come out in the end, so I'm actually going to do it on the edge there, because that's going to be covering the other paper that I was just showed that little tags I did it. All right, then all I'm going to do is going to come over like this here. And I already know that I just need to do a little bit more. I need enough flexibility to sit up there and put the glue dots on and be able to turn it over. And as you can see, I'm almost out of ribbon. And you can't order it. It came with a kit. And even if you get the refill kit, it doesn't come with it. So all I can tell you is be wise when you use it, in case you want to use a lot of it, like I have. And keep that in mind. Or you can find a friend or somebody that might have some as well. I actually have some, I think it's gorgeous grape ribbon that's fairly close. It doesn't match exactly. I mean, that's one thing they do. Stampin' does really good. They really match their colors, their inks, their ribbons, and paper. So that's why when you try to go find it somewhere to say, oh, well, this will work, it doesn't match because it wasn't created by them. Okay, so here you go. So I am going to actually put this up on dimensionals, but I'm going to sit there and I'm going to actually put some butterflies on here as well too, and some stamping. So I'm not going to put this on yet, but what I am going to do, I'm going to sort of position this right here. I am going to at least go ahead and start putting my tags on so they're anchored down, because you can see it doesn't take anything to sit there and move them. So I'm actually going to start with the outsides first, and then that way I can work my dimension on the inside. And I'm actually going to sit up here and use, I'm not going to use a glue dot, I'm actually going to use some tape here, roller tape. It's just for the sake of expediency, because I want to keep us around 30 minutes, and we're doing that, and knowing that I also have a date. So I'm just tucking it lightly under there, because I just want it covered. I don't want to see the raw edges. Alright, and I'm going to do this end over here. You can see I left a little bit of gap there, just so it's not quite on the edge, but it looks fairly close. Let's see here. Might do now. Yeah, I'm going to get going. Alright. I have to learn to be slow. Take my time. I'm going to try to get some of my stuff out of the way here. Ah. Okay. Alright. So same thing here. I'm just going to come up here, you know, and I can just even move that out of the way for the moment, because like I said, I'm just trying to get these lined up So I have it down. It doesn't, we're not going to get a ruler out and measure everything to see if it's exactly the same or different. We're not doing that. If you want to do that, go ahead. I'm not going to do that. But I'm just doing the edge. I don't need it to do for the whole thing. It's just, I just need the edge just to hold it down. And it's going to stay in place because I'm not tucking it under this other one. I'm just sort of, right now, I'm just sort of spacing things out. It might get tighter than I think. It might be almost, well, it looks like I'm going to have them touching. And that's okay too. If they're going to just touch, then I'm just going to go ahead and do like this. I'm going to try to do that now. There's no reason to. So I'm just going to sit there and get this. So I got all 4 of these together. Alright, so I've just got different heights. And that's all I wanted. Alright, now I'm going to stamp this. And I'm going to put some butterflies on here. But it is easier to stamp than it is to do it after the butterflies, because you see me do that. Alright, so what I'm going to stamp on here, I'm not going to stamp any butterflies. I'm actually going to use this stamp today. This is just to give you a little flutter effect from the butterflies. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a couple of them here, just like it looks like a little butterfly trail. I'm going to stamp here to see I'm going to like that color. Okay. I think I'm going to go with the second stamp just because I can. Alright. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm just stamping my stamp. I'm using stamp once. And then I'm just going to come and I'm going to just sort of rotate it a little. And this most probably almost looks like a butterfly in itself. Alright, just to show you what I can do, I have some butterflies here. I have these butterflies. Ooh, I'm going to try to use that one. And then I can use another one. See there? And it just, I'm going to take this solid one off here. So you can just play with it, play with your colors. But see how I can sit up there and I can sit up here. And I would even just, like I've done before, to sort of flex their wings a little. I get to see butterflies outside my window. And it's just, they're pretty. Alright, and I can do that there. And I'm going to do one other butterfly. But I'm going to cut it out. So we'll show you what we're doing that and how I'm going to do that. So just cleaning off my stamp. So again, it's all about having your leftovers. So actually, I'm going to see, yes, I want the big one. Of course I want the big one. Alright, so all I'm going to do with this then, I am just going to sit there and use my scissors to snip this out. And I have this one here and here, and they look like they're both the same size. So you can see, actually that almost looks, well, you got to keep in mind you got the purple too. Alright, I'm going to punch it out so I get a better looking idea. And like when you do this, do it just gently, okay? Because it's die cut, and some of this is very fine. You see the antenna are very fine here, so just take your time. Don't like rip it off out like it's not fragile. I mean, it's not like if I drop it on the floor, it's going to break, but you know what? I can easily tear it. So that's what you got to keep in mind. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this lets me see easier. So I can either do this one, or I could do this one, which is bigger. See how much bigger that is? Let me see here. Yeah, it does look bigger. Okay, I can, any way you go, I can modify if I want to modify. So for the moment, I'm going to go ahead and just cut around the antennae here. So that's all we're going to do, is I'm just going to snip around because I want this butterfly. Like that. And I'm not using a butterfly net, so there. Sophia was, I do owe you some Teach Me Sophias. They're cute. Just because we have a Teach Me Nana, Sophia wanted a Teach Me Sophia. So, and Jennifer is still working on those to get them so we can post you little clips. They're just little clips. Most probably the maximum one is 1 minute. So, if you would, when they come on, please like and share, because Sophia says please like and share. So that is cute. I want to be able to share with her that we shared and people saw, because that was important to her. She wanted to do what Nana was doing. Alright, it wasn't necessarily card making, but anyway, it's still cute. You know, that's what life's all about. It's not just, it's about having fun, enjoying your day, enjoying your family. You know, life is short. You know, 1 minute they're little and 3, 4, 5 years old, and next thing you know they're 18, and next thing you know they're married and have their own kids, and it's like you're going like, where did that time go? So just enjoy the moment, enjoy the day you're given, and make the most of it. That's what we do. We're together, we try to make the most of it, even if we're up all night. Okay, let's see how this is going to look now. Alright, I'm not going to leave those leaves because that's too big. Alright, so that's all I do. So instead of just whacking everything off, like there's no tomorrow, and then you, oh my gosh, I did that. It's easier just to snip what you think you're going to use and keep. And the rest, just if you're not sure, leave it there, try it out. Okay? Alright, I don't know if I can use that or not, but here's the butterfly. Now the butterfly is still big, but you know what? I'm going to work with it, because I like the butterfly and I don't want the butterfly to go away. Alright, so all we're going to do is, again, we're just going to use glue dots. That's all we need. And we're just going to do it on the body of the butterfly. Let me find my next glue dot. I can feel it, but I can't see it. Right, there it is. It does a very good job of blending with the paper. That's okay with me, because I can touch and feel as well. Alright, there's the next one. And that's all I'm doing. Just sticking it on there. Just give a nice little rub there, and it'll come off. Get that out of the way. Alright, there's my butterfly. Now I'm going to put it right here. And we are going to put bling on here. You know we're not going to leave without bling. Alright, so I'm just going to do the same thing over here. And then we'll be ready to put this down with some, I think dimensionals is what I'm going to use. I'll most probably use some small dimensionals on that. I don't really want. I could do it either or. And you know what, I'm just going to, since that other butterfly came down so big, I'm just going to rotate these up a little bit. So that was the other nice thing, is I didn't put them down yet because I wasn't really sure where everything was going to land. And until you really get it down on the paper, you're not really sure either. Okay? So actually I can do it like here too. Okay? There you go. Now, the only thing that we're missing is a tag, and on this one, I'm actually going to use a round tag. So I'm going to first put this down with my dimensionals. I'm going to use a, I thought I said I was going to use the small ones, but I'm going to use the big ones. And then we have a tag to just sit there and stamp and put on, and then we will be finished with our card. And we will be right on time. How about that? Boop, boop. I hope everybody has plans to enjoy the beautiful weekend. I don't know what it's like where you're at, but here in San Antonio, it's beautiful outside. We're still in the 90-degree weather, so it's still hot. But next week is the official first day of fall, and I am looking forward to the fall weather. I don't know about you, but I am. Alright, just a minute. Stuck down. I wasn't quite ready for it. Just give a little tug like I did, and it'll work. Alright, so I'm just going to put it down here. And I know I put my tag right in here. My dimensional. Alright, so it's there. Alright, so the only thing here is going to be putting a tag. And I'm going to put mine right here. And I'm going to stamp the same stamp I did a minute ago. It says, just a note of hope. And I was debating. You know what? I am going to use a different color because I can. I'm going to use, this is from a previous month, Bermuda Bay. That's why it's important to save the previous month. I'm going to use the Bermuda Bay. You know what? I am in a sunny, sunny mood today. That whole rainbow sent to me the other day was just so pretty. You know, and giving people cards is just to encourage and hope and just make somebody smile. It makes me smile to know I'm going to give somebody a card. Alright, that's just a note of hope, and you can see there's so many pretty colors in here that this is going to work just fine. Looky here. Now, the only thing that's not going to work fine for me is I really don't like all the white around the edges. I want to do something with that. So I am going to use the yellow again. I'm just going to go around the edges, just lightly. And then I'll put some bling. And it did not look like I can do this. I think this did better while I go into this way. So just whatever works, for you. Just flip it around. That's right. That sponge will take it, and you can just wipe it off with some water. You just wipe it off on my rag, but you can. I also then later maybe go rinse it out on the sink there. Looky there. And I don't really have a pinkish color. I was looking to see. I didn't have any in my box. I did have a. Let's see what this looks like. This was the only other color I had that was a possibility. I think I'll stick with the yellow. Okay, because I'm still going to put bling on it. But you know what? I always like choices. And now all you do is try out your choices before you anchor it down. Alright, so all I got to do is use my dimensional. I'm just going to put two dimensionals on here. I'm not going to take the back off yet because I was just wondering how it would look if I just put it down here somewhere. I don't like that. I think I still like it up here. Just going to put it to the side because I would like to look at this. I want this here. So we're just going to leave it like this. And I can put bling. Bling, bling, bling. New school year and everything else. Just give some people some hope, encouragement. Let's see here. I might have to put that up a little bit higher. So there we go. Alright. Can I put another butterfly? And it might be too much. Let's just look and see. I could put it there, but getting it to stay on there would be a challenge. Okay, we're just going to let it go. Let's just put some bling. Bling is simpler. If I decide later, I'll make another card. And I'm just going to put my bling here. And I just spread it around. That's what I do. Because we only have one more week of this. Next week. But next week, I'm going to make some. We're going to take the envelopes and we're going to make some what they call pillow boxes. And they're boxes that are cute. And you can put little treats in them. The reason I think of treats and everything right now is everybody's going back to school. You got Halloween coming up. All Saints Day. Whatever you want to do. But you can just give people a treat or a box just because you can. You know what? You don't have to have a reason. Just do it because you want to do it. You just want to make somebody smile today. Alright, at least I used odd numbers of bling. We are through with our second card. So here's what we created today. We created this card here. And we created this peekaboo right here. Which is real pretty and simple. All just from the Hope kit, which is actually the August kit. And the next kit coming out, again, like I said, is, I'm looking for the paper. You should be, if you ordered it, you'll be receiving any day. It's this paper pumpkin. And on September the 25th, mark your calendar. September the 25th, I'll write it down right here. September 25th, mark your calendar. Next week I'll have something at 4 o'clock p.m. Zoe and Nana will be stamping, and we will be creating this wheelbarrow, as well as making what we're going to make from here. And one last closing thing that I want to tell you here is also, this right now celebration ends September 30th. So if you were interested in earning any of the free stuff that's available right now, because it goes away, the free stuff does at the end of September, is you would need to do a prepay subscription of 3 months or higher if you get a level of free gift. And the free gift is based on $50 increments of whatever you spend. So that's why this is 1, you get 2 here, or if you do 12 that, you get 4 here. All right, or a combination. Just so you know that, because that is expiring at the end of the month, letting you know. But this is what's coming. So here's the month of September kit that soon people will be receiving in their homes, and we'll be demonstrating on the 25th. I think it's Sunday. I got down the 25th, so I'm not sure. I'm pretty positive. And this is the one right now that you can order that we'll be doing in October. And I don't know exactly what this, but they're giving us a sneak peek right now. Just you're getting the same information I am. I don't know what it is, but this gives you a clue as to what we'll be doing in November. So there you go, October, November, December. This kit you can't order now. The deadline for that was September the 10th. The deadline for this is October the 10th, and then you'll have to wait for this other one. All right? So, with that, Nana wants to thank you for joining in today. And if you do want to get the Christmas kit, the beautiful green one with the trees on, all the deadline for that is October the 10th. All right? So, if you didn't get the Haunts and the Harvest ones that's coming out right now, where we're going to make the little wheelbarrow, you can't get it now. The deadline for that was September the 10th. But come, get any kind of kit, join in with us on Sunday, September the 25th at 4 o'clock. Zoe and Nana will be live doing our kits and showing you what it is. And we look forward to it. So have a fun, adventurous week, and look forward to seeing you next week. All right? And please be sure to like and share with your friends and everything on. Ask them to come along as well. See you next week. Bye.